Coming up, crimes are on the rise online. Find out how to stay safe after getting your vaccine.
And later, Iowa Bills went into battle at the Capitol last week. Here's who survived.
Plus, 2 Iowa universities team up to help finance students get ahead in their master's programs. Welcome to DITV Now, your flash update on all the biggest headlines coming out of the Daily Iowa newsroom. I'm Destiny Cook.
And I'm Mallory Wilson. Watch out, cyber criminals are taking advantage of the pandemic. VIHC is warning the community about COVID-19 vaccine scammers who could be stealing your personal information. Watch out for texts or emails that ask for your personal information. VIHC says not to respond or open unfamiliar links regarding COVID-19 tests or information. Although receiving your COVID-19 vaccine is exciting, don't share your vaccination card online. If you do, scammers can see your full name, birthday, and where you got vaccinated. This can lead to identity theft or fake vaccination cards. Finally, watch out for phone calls from fake contact tracers. VIHC advised that real contact tracers will never ask for money or personal information. Knowing the difference between scammers and government workers can be the difference between a low-stress vaccine process and a stolen identity.
Friday wrapped up Iowa's first legislative funnel week, which is where the fates of the proposed bills are decided. DITV politics reporter Lauren Johnson has more on which bills made it through and which were shot down.
Funnel Week just cut some bills, so the bills that did survive this week are not guaranteed to pass. That being said, here are some of the bills that survived this last week in the Iowa legislature. SF 159, which is the school choice bill that hopes to provide students with the opportunity to get a voucher to attend private school if they chose, survived, as did the bill that's seeking to cut new tenure from Iowa's regent universities. A notable group of bills that were actually cut this week are the bills that target transgender youth. For example, there was a bill that sought to stop gender-affirming care for transgender youth, and another bill that hoped to require them to use locker rooms and bathrooms that aligned with their birth gender and not their gender identity. While some of these bills are still alive, that is not a guarantee that they will be passed. This was just the first funnel week, and there will be more to come. From Iowa City, Iowa, Lauren Johnson, DITV.
Yet another new face will be coming to the University of Iowa. Kimberly D. Hunter is taking on the position of Chief Nursing Executive at UIHC. Hunter has more than 30 years of experience behind her, including some time at Mayo Clinic. Her duties will include overseeing the nursing services among a number of other departments. She begins her work on April 15th.
UNI and UI are partnering up to offer a master's program for UNI students. Through this program, UNI students can get master's degrees in finance and science through the University of Iowa. The program goes into effect this spring. All students need is a letter of recommendation to be admitted. No fee or interview is needed. UNI Public Relations Manager Steve Stramadicki says the program offers dual credits,
which allows students to actually take 15 hours of classes that count as credit to this program during their senior year, and then complete the degree in 1 year of classes instead of a year and a half.
UI students have a different undergraduate to graduate program they can participate in. The program allows students to get ahead through dual credit options.
It just eases the transition. It makes it quicker, easier, cheaper to make the transition from the undergraduate degree into the master's program.
The universities hope that these programs will attract more students and meet the Regent's goal of pushing students to succeed.
The Hawkeyes fell short yesterday, leading the Northwestern Wildcats to capitalize in the second half. The Wildcats won 2-0. The Hawkeyes started off strong but couldn't find a clear shot or goal.
The problem is it's very inconsistent as a group, and we're losing in areas that cost you games.
With a scoreless season, the Hawkeyes are under pressure to keep their composure on the field.
This is a difficult loss to take, and I think when you give up goals that are preventable, that you do get discouraged, especially if you're not scoring goals as a team. 5 minutes at a time, one tackle at a time, one pass at a time.
The Hawkeyes are back on home territory at Iowa City Soccer Complex this Sunday to face the Minnesota Gophers.
3 senior Gymhawks stuck the landing one last time in Carver Hawkeye Arena against the Fighting Illini. I found out more on what these final moments meant to them.
It was an emotional day for 3 Gymhawks as they competed one last time in the Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Seniors Claire Kaji, Aaron Castle, and Emma Hartzler have had their most successful season this year and soaked up all the laughs they could before saying their final goodbyes.
I was kind of just trying to soak it all in the entire day. Like the last time I walk out of the tunnel, the last time like I'm competing in Carver with my favorite people in the whole world. It's surreal because 4 years goes by so fast, and it's 4 years in Carver is just done.
Kaji, Castle, and Hartzler played a huge role on the path to becoming Big Ten regular season champions, and their growth within the program made their last performance in Carver even more special.
In that 1 second where I pulled down and I saw the judge's face and I could feel my team to the side, I was like, yes, like I love these people.
Although their season is coming to an end, there's still more these GymHawks want to achieve beyond their regular season.
More than any team, they're not done. They have a lot to accomplish. They've accomplished a lot already, but I know that they feel like they can go the distance. And so I don't want them to feel like they're done.
The GymHawks currently lead the Big Ten in floor and improved their record 9-1. These champions hit the road this Sunday to end their regular season against the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
It's championship week, Hawkeyes. The Iowa women's basketball team is traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Purdue Boilermakers Wednesday night. The Hawkeyes are seeded number 6 heading into the tournament and are looking to make a run for the crown. The Hawks beat the Boilermakers 87-81 earlier this season, but beating a team twice isn't easy. The Hawkeyes can't count the Boilermakers out, especially during the postseason.
You don't overlook anybody, never, but you do have to work on skills that are going to help you play multiple games because you don't have a practice in between games, so you have to do that.
The Big Ten has announced freshman Caitlin Clark as the Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Clark will be Iowa's dominant force during this tournament. The Boilermakers will have to play smart on defense in order to put a stop to Clark's offensive game. The Hawkeyes will face the number 3 seeded Rutgers if they beat Purdue this week. They will have to play their best basketball of the season if they want a shot at the championship title.
You know, you get by that game, and I think Rutgers is waiting, right? So that's a team that's very different, and they're on an extreme roll right now. They've won 9 in a row.
Tune in later this week for DITV's recap on the game. Go Hawks!
It's March, and you know what that means, tourney time. The Hawkeyes locked in the number 3 seed this Sunday after defeating the Wisconsin Badgers. This gives them a coveted double bye. This year, the Big Ten is one of the toughest in the conference history.
No other conference comes close when you look at the quality of the teams, top to bottom.
Iowa will have to be on top of their game if they want to bring home the Big Ten title. The Hawks will be in action late Friday night.
The warm weather continues. Get outside and catch some rays because today will be partly cloudy with a high of 67 and a low of 58 into the evening. There is also a chance of rain and thunder tonight. Thanks for tuning in to DITV Now.
We'll be back tomorrow with the latest on the University of Iowa, Iowa City, and Hawkeye Nation. From Iowa City, I'm Destiny Cook.
And I'm Mallory Wilson. Have a great day.